Gatorade Cup Series drivers head to the Lone Star State at the Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth, Texas for the running of the Amazon 400. Back to oval racing after the Roval race, last race of the Charlotte Roval. Luke Rennie in car number 2 is on the pole for today's race. Who's outside starting in second is the 19 of Riley Sampson. Starting in third is the 43 Roman Fenway, comes in as the points leader. One last race, dominated the race. He's over 100 points up on second in points. Starting fourth, it's Trey Rain, the 18. Rounding out the top 5, Derek Hamill in car number 8. Then 6th place, Jonathan Rains, the 96. In 7th, we have Tyler Fink. 8th, Kashawn Richardson. In 9th, it's Anthony Charles, and Evan Hunter in the 6th car rounds up the top 10. For the rest of the field, there's Bronson Minnick. Inside of him, the 24 of Eli Bright. Then we have Jeff Wright, the 5, and the 48 of Anthony Ness. So 300 cars start right together. Then we have Jake Richardson and John Smith, the 00, with Zachary Fitzwater Sr. and Max Ross in the 83 car. Then Steve Morgan and Nathan Green in the 20, with Carter Friesen and the 55 of Zachary DeLello. Then there's TJ Hanley and Sebastian Kukulon, with Riley Sprague, who comes in second in points, Brandon Bill, the 9, who is outside. Then there's Scott Gregory and Brett Sierra, with Code Luigi and William Bowen, the 31. Anthony Fox, the lone Hendrick car at the back of the field, and Jay Jefferson, who's outside in the 78. Then there's Casey Nacko and Marshall Burrow, the 7, with Jake Galloway and the 1 of Diego Yepez. Then there's Jonathan Beeford and Leon Capana, Freddie Soto and Michael Gregory, and then the final row, Levi Shones and Griffin Lynn round out our 42-car field here for the Amazon 400 at the Texas Motor Speedway. Let's get these engines cranked up. Let's go on track sign. Fire these engines up for racing at the Texas Motor Speedway.
Drivers, start your engine!
42 drivers are rolling off the starting grid for racing at the Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth, Texas. Last season here in this race, we had 30-lap races because it was the dual races, back-to-back races, and the first one we saw a photo finish with a 0.000 margin victory going to the 78 of James Jefferson. Can he win here again this season for 2 in a row? Can someone else get up here and challenge for the win? It's a 400-mile race this season of 41 laps instead of 30 or 50-some like it normally is. Pace car to pit road. Luke Rennie, Riley Sampson front row for the start of the Amazon 400 to the restart zone. Green flag, we're racing at Texas. Luke Rennie leads lap 1 from pole position. Roman Fenway in second, trying to get those 5 bonus points for leading a lap, but Derek Hamill going to try and take that away from him in turn 1. Hamill trying to force that 43 up high. They don't want Fenway leading the lap. They know he's the points leader. They know he's at 400 already. Imagine if he leads a lap here. Looking 4 wide back there. Jonathan Rains and Jake Richardson backed out of it. Great move by those drivers, making sure that didn't happen. Roman Fenway will take the lead away after turn 4. He'll come around, lead the lap for 5 bonus points. Fenway, as he crossed the line, 5 bonus points for the driver of the 43. Now they have to try and make sure it doesn't lead a lot of laps. If he gets that most laps out, that's 5 more bonus points. Derek Hamill and Tyler Fink come low. 3 wide for the lead goes Fink in the 98. Down the back. Tyler Fink on the inside with help from the 6th team, Anthony Charles. Here come Eli Bright and Anthony Ness, the teammates for Hendrick Motorsports moving forward. Fink, Hamill side by side in a drag race leading the lap. It will be Tyler Fink in the 98. Anthony Charles and Eli Bright come with a nice run on the bottom. Eli Bright to 4th, looking for 3rd now as Anthony Charles looks low and Tyler Fink for the race lead. Here comes Sampson down low, Jake Richardson, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. moving low. Fink clears right now for the lead. Charles trying to get to the inside, 3 and 4, he has a run there. I think Fink might be able to clear it though. He got a great run on the top of 3 and 4, which you normally don't see here. But 98 Fink made it happen. Car in the grass. They're trying to control it for now. Looks like they have saved it. We're still green here in Texas. It may have been freezing in some others that got down the grass, but they have controlled their race cars. We are still going, still green here in Texas. Tyler Fink, Eli Bright first and second. And then Logjam cars back behind 3rd on back. Hernandez to the inside, Anthony Charles for P3. He'll take it away. Riley Sampson will move to 4th. Jake Richardson for 5th in the 39. 3 wide behind them. It's Roman Fenway in the middle of the race. Check the 43. That's a vulnerable position. Wants to clear that 2 blue green fast. He does do it. So he's not in the middle of 3, still up top, but it's a lot A lot more calmer being just up top 2 wide than in the middle of a 3 wide situation where 2 cars or a car on either side of you can do harm. Eli Bright for the lead in turn 3. Got the run on Tyler Fink, moves to the inside, and grabs the spot way through 3 and 4. Hendrick Motorsports and Eli Bright to the front. Hernandez from Hendrick as well moves up to second as he gets to the inside Tyler Fink. So Hendrick Motorsports had 3 cars qualified decently well. 2 of them right now run 1-2. Eli Bright, Anthony Hernandez. Bright won earlier in the season. Hernandez has not won this season. Looking for a rebound. He's down 35th in the point standings. Jeff Bright, the 5, trying to make his way forward. That was the other Hendrick car that qualified with these 2. As the battle on for a second, Tyler Fink moves back low for that position. Fitzwater up to the front. He moves inside the top 5. Just ahead of the 43 Roman Fenway, our points leader. 7 laps complete here at Texas in the Amazon 400. We've had multiple lead changes, caution-free so far. We did have some contact though with some cars going to the grass. They saved it though, corrected their cars, kept it going straight, which just kept us under the green flag. Jake Richardson will move up to 3rd, getting by the 48. Fitzwater going to look to do the same for 4th position. Fenway shuffling high again as John Thrange, John Smith, Luke Rainey look low. Rainey trying to rally back after falling back from pole position early on in this race. Rainey back inside the top 10 now. Here comes Hamilton to the inside Fenway, that 43 falling back now to 10th as he's dropping back on the outside, nowhere to go. Quick update on 2nd in points, Riley Spriggs, who comes at 124 or so points behind that 43. Right now it's a not great day for Riley Spriggs, who's dropped back outside the top 30. He qualified on the inside, thought he was going to be able to make his way forward, but now he's dropping back. They'll look for a hole in line right here. Brian Beal gets into him! Sideways, saved it though. Yeah, but Spriggs is in a dangerous zone right now. If a crash happens, he's going to be behind it. There's going to be nowhere to go. So Eli Bright continues to lead the 24 car. Tyler Fink trying to reel him in 2nd position. Here comes Richardson, Jake Richardson that is, and then the battle for 4th is on. Fitzwater blocked off the 96 of Rains, but Rains did a crossover to the inside. Jonathan to 4th, and John Smith up to 5th in the 00 car. Been very impressed with John Smith so far this season. Hasn't really done much in terms of being loud. He's just been quietly consistent. And it's kept him up there in points. He's right now in a position to make the chase. So watch out for that 00 as the season kind of winds down, the regular season winds down. If he can make that chase, he can be a threat if he can try and turn it up. Obviously, the chase is going to have to do more than just be quietly consistent inside the top 15. You're going to have to get top 10s and win races. Right now doing a good job just battling for 4th, and John Thrange, our Daytona 500 champion. So Smith knows what he's doing right now as he moves inside the top 5, bringing Zachary Fitzwater Sr. in the 47 with him. And Tyler Fink can't run down the 20 for Eli Bright, who stayed out front for the past 5 or so laps. Jake Richardson going to try and mount a charge to get by this 98 and then get up to the 24. Maybe some more Chevy power. He can get up there and get to that Chevy out front. So Jake Richardson to 2nd. John Smith looking for a 2nd now. The 00 with a nice run in the quad oval. He'll move to the inside, turn 1. How about John Smith? Can he get there and try and challenge Eli Bright? Fitzwater, the 47, going to be right with them. Fitzwater to 4th, getting by Tyler Fink, who's falling back to 5th. Fink might fall even farther because here comes Jonathan Rains to the inside, sliding up there. Rains almost into the side. Tyler Fink, and here comes Fenway and Anthony Hernandez back. Fenway points leader, still up inside the top 10. Hernandez looking for a good day, down 35th in points. That's like 2 opposite ends of the spectrum. One's had a great season thus far as a win, and then one has had a terrible season, a lot of bad luck, and not a single victory to show for it. So move points leader, Rowan Fenway up to 6th. Smith in 2nd, trying to run down the race leader, Eli Bright. Zachary Fitzwater Sr.'s up to 3rd. Jake Richardson back to 5th as John Thrange moves to 4th. Rains for 3rd now, as here we go. Fenway shoved high by Anthony Hernandez, the 48 up to 6th as he gets by the 43. Right there, so that 48 to 6th now. Luke Rainey joining the battle at the front of the field. Car number 2 start on pole here today. Richardson slides up the track with Fitzwater. Hernandez to the quarter panel, the 39 gives him a shot at the racetrack, but the 48 couldn't complete the run off the corner. And he drove it hard to the corner to get there, but then couldn't get the power down. That allows Fink and Luke Rainey to the inside. So Fink and Luke Rainey by the 48 and the 43 both. Here comes Hanley and Jay Jefferson, 2 Texas natives, looking to win at their hometown, their home track. And how special will it be for Hanley and Jefferson? Obviously, Jefferson did it last season. Hanley, he's had runs here where he's been good, but he's never really been able to have a shot at the end. We'll see if he can keep it up here inside this top 10. If they'll have a shot at the end for this race victory. So the field's kind of single filed out inside the top 10. Not a lot of battling. They're pretty equally spread as well. Eli Bright's done a great job holding the lead for about 10 laps now. 24 44's been out front. See if John Smith, anyone else can do anything with them. Eli up the racetrack through 1 and 2. John Smith's got a chance right here to get to him at least. See if he can take advantage of it. Down the back, John Smith closes in on the 24. Gap closer than it has been for the past 10 laps. He's got a chance here through 3 and 4. See if he can get the run off of 4. He's right there. He's got to have a better 1 and 2 now. There he goes. John Smith for the lead in Texas. Get it. And Reigns in third. Watching this battle intently in case something happens. Side by side. Third place is right behind. There comes fourth and fifth. Fitzwater and Jake Richardson might join the party at the front. But it's John Smith to the front. We've had a crash on the front stretch, but no yellow. It's Marshall Burrow and Zachary DeLello that possibly crashed with Coleridge and Steve Morgan. About 4 cars involved, but we stay under the green flag for now. John Smith led the lap. Reigns to the inside for the lead. Eli Bright's fading now. Up top in third position, might fall to fourth or fifth. Meanwhile, at the front, they're still side by side for the top spot. Reigns still beneath John Smith. Fenway trying to block Luke Ray, but the 2 moves to the inside for 6th. Fenway gives that spot up. And Reigns will clear John Smith for the lead in Texas. So Jonathan Reigns now out front in the Amazon 400. Smith back to second. Battle for third. Fitzwater and Jake Richardson. Eli Bright back to fifth of the 24. And now Reigns up the racetrack. Here comes John Smith with a run. Trying to get there. Right to the back of the 96. Pushing him down the back. Can he make a move in 3 and 4 now? These two have sought the lead the past 2 laps. What will happen on the 3rd lap? Reigns going to keep it with a nice high run off turn number 4. Fitzwater high almost into the wall. He drops back, and they're side by side again for the top spot. Luke Rainey has really joined the front 5, now to 6. It's a 6-car race in the front. Fenway is now 7th, Fink is 8th, Hanley 9th, and Leon Capana now to 10th, trying to get by Derek Campbell, Max Rossi, Nathan Green, Anthony Hernandez, there's Jay Jefferson, Brett Sierra, Michael Gregory, Bronson Minnick, Anton Charles Point, running out the top 20 is about between Riley Sampson and Jeff Wright. Second in points, Riley Spurgeon has not had a great day, and it's still showing. Still at the back of the field, battling with 36th place Anthony Fox, so it's not been a great race so far for Riley Spurgeon, who took second in the point standings. It looks like Marshall Burrow may have retired. Now he's 2 laps down, so he might be on pit road. And once again, side by side for the lead. Smith and Reigns still going at it at the front of the field. We have a car slow back there. Off pace goes Campana. Around goes Minnick because of it. 12 into the inside wall. Come back up the racetrack. The 44 still slow. And we get our first yellow flag of the race. John Smith back in front. Reigns second. 3rd place for Eli Bright. Just about the halfway point, just after the halfway point of the Amazon 400 caution comes out. Campana, the 44, running inside the top 10, has an issue on the race car, but it drops off pace, and the 12 of Minnick gets run over from behind trying to avoid the 44. Let's see what happened. First yellow flag here in Texas. Before we look at the cause of the caution flag, we want to first check and see what happened to Marshall Burrow and these drivers at the back of the field, and really only the 7 got damage in this, maybe with the 55 DeLello as well. You'll see here coming off turn 4, Brandon Bill makes a 3-wide move to the inside, shoves the 7 off the racetrack, who gets in the side DeLello, puts the 55 into the wall. Then Marshall also hits the wall hard in the 7. So that damage for the 7 actually put him on pit road 2 laps down. Zachary DeLello continued on the lead lap, but those 2 definitely got the worst of it. And then Luigi and Steve Morgan thought they were involved. They actually just had contact earlier in the race after hitting the wall maybe, and also they got slowed because obviously they thought a crash was happening. They were going to slam on the brakes. So with that now out of the way, let's see how Leon Campana, our first yellow flag, brought out because of his issues. We had mentioned Leon Campana a lap before this event took place. He was battling up inside of Tyler Fink for the 9th position when his car failed on him through 1 and 2. You see right here, going through the middle of 1 and 2, and the car's just going to stop going. Right there, you can see something awry on the 44, some mechanical issue, something, maybe some fuel issue. But you can see a lot of cars trying to get by. Nathan Green and Max Rossi. How about Sierra and Jay Jefferson along with Michael Gregory do a great job. But Minnick gets turned by Anton and Charles Bois in all this in the 12 car. So the 44 has issue. I believe the 12 maybe checked up just a little bit, seeing that issue and said, okay, I'm just going to get out of the way here. And then the 12 got spun because of it. So let's look at this right here. We'll look at the 44 zone again. So he was up to 9th when this happened because he just got by Tyler Fink. Right here, watch that 12 back there. You can see him check up right there. And the 60 gets into him. Can't get off him. It spins Minnick into the inside wall. He comes back up the track. Luckily, everyone high enough to avoid. Leon Campana goes high to avoid, but then ends up ultimately stopping on the racetrack with whatever issue happened on the 44. Our first yellow flag of the Amazon 400, John Smith is going to get some laps led. They're on pit road for their only pit stop of the day. We'll see if he can beat the field off the pit lane. And they're going to take at least 2 tires, maybe even 4, depending on the track conditions. I mean, it's a little bit overcast, so tires aren't going to be wearing as much. Jack down the 00, waiting to leave and not leaving. Obviously packing that thing full of fuel, but Jake Richardson and others beat him off. Eli Bright off. Jonathan Rains off. And Jonathan Rains beats the field off. Eli Bright, Jake Richardson, where's John Smith falling to? Has he left yet? He hasn't left yet. So whatever they're doing on the 00, I don't know, but look at all the positions he's lost. He was just leading when he came in. Still not leaving. He's going to be behind some damaged race cars. So issues on John Smith, who came in as the race leader of the 00. Diego Pez also staying for some extended repair or some issues. So off pit lane first, Jonathan Rains will lead the Amazon 400 here in Texas. Coming back green, lap number 27, lap traffic out in front of race leader Jonathan Rains. No cars have DNF'd off this, surprisingly. Marshall Burrow's out there 2 laps down. He's on the tail end of being 2 laps down. He's possibly 3 down at this point. Pez 1 lap down. Leon Capon's 1 lap down. John Smith was leading under the yellow, fell back to 39th was his issue. There are 39 cars on the lead lap. Jonathan Rains, Eli Bright, Jake Richardson, Zachary Fitzwater Sr., and Luke Gray in the top 5, with Hanley, Fenway, Fink, Jefferson, and Green in the top 10. And already, the 7 going to put a 3rd lap down, moves to the outside, lets the race leaders go by. Obviously, even though it's not line damage on the 7, still affecting the performance and the handling of that 7 car. See Jarvis just jumping low, knowing that that 7's a little bit slower up top. They don't want to get behind him, because even if he's a mile an hour off, it's still going to be impactful. Front 4 clear. Fenway now to 5th with a daring right move around the 2 Rainey. And Burrow holding up Hanley on the top. So that 7 really lacks down the straightaways. Hanley's going to try and split to the inside right here. How about Brett Sierra battling up at the front? Look at the 7's run off the corner, but it's just going to fade down the straightaway. 3 wide for the lead. Jake Richardson, Eli Bright making the on Jonathan Rains. 3 wide here in Texas, and Jake Richardson moves to the front. Jake Richardson out for Nicholas Rowan. Fenway back in the 43, looking for 2 in a row. And Hanley still fading on the top, just dropping with nowhere to go. Hanley and Hamill stuck up top. Jake Richardson leads Roman Fenway. Eli Bright trying to clear for 3rd. Jay Jefferson up to 4th. Where's he come from? Luke Rennie back up to 5th. Eli Bright crossover on Fenway for 2nd. Nice move. Eli Bright comes in top 5 in points, so he knows every point matters. How about Brett Sierra battling up inside the top 10? Haven't talked about him all day long. Can he try and close out with a victory? Up to 7th for the 99. Passing Tyler Fink. We had a car come up pit road. Couldn't quite tell who it was. We'll get an update on that just in a little bit. Eli Bright, Jay Jefferson are 2nd and 3rd with a run now into the race there. Jake Richardson. Can they make a move? Coming around 11 to go. Still lots of time left. And the car that was coming off pit road may have been the 42 or someone else. Eli Bright, Jake Richardson side by side for the race lead. Eli Bright in the inside. Where's Jay Jefferson the 78 go? Car up here was Bronson Mix, who was already a few laps down. He's fell another lap down. Jake Richardson up top getting the run. Eli Bright trying to fend him off. Brett Sierra to the top 5. The 99 car just past the 2 Luke Rainey. Eli Bright's going to take it away to the top spot for the 24. But here comes last season's winner here at Texas, Jay Jefferson. 10 to go, and he's looking for the lead. He won by just nothing last season. Won by a photo inch or so. We'll see if he can make it just a little bit bigger this season. 9 to go this time by. Here comes Jake Richardson. Top to bottom move for the 39 driver on Roman Fenway for 3rd. Blocked off Brett Sear there. The 99 giving that 39. Good push here. Luke Rennie and Zachary Fitzwater Sr. 6 and 7. Can't count them out. They're still within range of this lead. And it's Jay Jefferson out in front of the Amazon 400. Can Eli Bright do anything with him? With a nice run through 1 and 2 goes Eli. He's in the draft getting a nice run off turn 2. What can he do with it? And Jake Richardson looking low for the lead. Eli Bright trying to fend him off, trying to block him. Jake Richardson down to the ends of Eli for 2nd. Brett Sierra to 4th. 5th place now Luke Rainey. Fenway back to 6th, but here comes Fitzwater for that spot. Hernandez in 8th, hoping these front 7 have some sort of altercation, can slow down. He can try and join the fun. 8 to go in Texas. Can Jake Richardson do anything with the race there? Jay Jefferson, 78 pulling away. How about Brett Sierra? looking for the runner-up position. The 99 car to the inside, the 39. Jay Jefferson pulling away because of all the rummaging back behind for positions. How about pole sitter Luke Rainey? What can he do? 7 laps remain in Texas. Jefferson, the Texan, leaves. Brett Sierra in second, Luke Rainey in third. Battles on for fourth. Jake Richardson wide. Eli Bright low, couldn't get the run. Jake Richardson keeps fourth. Eli Bright fifth. Fitzwater side by side with Fenway for sixth. The battle's on for second. Luke Rainey didn't want to stay by that 99 too much longer. Pulls low. He's going to easily get by the 99 Sierra. So now Rainey's going to have a shot. Jay Jefferson here in the final 6 laps. Car down to the grass. Looked like Levi Schultz, but he did a great job controlling the car. We stay green. 4 cars clear the side by side. Battle for fifth. Eli Bright's the one up top. Down low, Zachary Fitzwater Sr., Max Rossi, and Anthony Hernandez. Fenway still dropping back, but still going to be the points there after the day's out if everything goes right. Hanley trying to get back up after losing ground on the restart. Same with Derek Hamill. He slides wide, almost into Fenway, coming to 5 to go. 43 just backs off and lets him at the spot. 5 to go, yellow flag would end in Texas. Jay Jefferson leads the way in the Amazon 400. Luke Rainey in second. Rainey with a better run through 1 and 2. And Brett Sear over the back of the 2 as well. He gets wide through 1 and 2, drops back. Coming around to 4 to go. Jay Jefferson. Can he go for another Texas win in the Gatorade Cup Series? Can Luke Rainey get it done? Can Brett Sear win his first ever? Or can Jake Richardson find a way? How about Eli Bright in fifth? Will he have a say? 4 to go. Luke's really close down the back of that 78, showing the speed of our pole sitter car. And no lap traffic ahead to deal with, which is great news. Well, we'll see coming around to 3 to go. Rainey's going to have to get closer. Going to have to hope that 78 really messes up at some point. The momentum swings in that 2's favor. How about driver's been coming on the last few laps? Max Rossi to 5th. Getting by the 24. He might not be out of this. 3 to go. Can he try and pass 4 cars in 3 laps? It's going to be a tall test, but he can do it with how fast he's been coming. Front 2 go wide through 1 and 2. Brett Sear in third's going to run down the backstretch. Is it enough to get to the inside of the 2, though? And who's faster to catch that 78? Sear trying to get to the inside of Luke Rainey for a second, then have a shot for the lead off turn 4. 3 cars under a blanket for the top spot. Coming around, 3 miles remain, 2 laps to go. Jefferson, Luke Rainey, and Brett Sierra. Luke Rainey up the racetrack. Brett Sierra for second. Jay Jefferson pulls away. Coming around to the white flag in the Amazon 400. Jay Jefferson, the Texan, leads. Luke Rainey and Brett Sierra side by side for the second position. Sierra needs to clear right here and have a run. He's coming down pit road. Sierra with an issue on the 99, the white flag lap. Jefferson leads Rainey around. There's the white flag one more time around Texas. It looks like a few cars came down. The 8 and the 39 as well. But down the backstretch for the final time. Luke Rainey trying to run down Jay Jefferson. But it's all the Texan out front. Final time through turns 3 and 4. He won here last season. He'll do it again. Who says you can't go home? Jay Jefferson is home. And he wins it. He wins at Texas again. Luke Rainey second as 3 cars had an issue under the white flag lap. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Running in second, Brett Sear had his issue in the 99. Back out on track. Derek Hamill was inside the top 10. Jake Richardson was inside the top 5. 2 of our top 5 runners coming to the white flag had issues. Derek Hamill into the top 10 also had an issue. And all led to Jay Jefferson getting a win again in Texas. Let's go see the finish results in the point standings. Here are the finish results from the Amazon 400 at the Texas Motor Speedway. 1 caution flag, 4 laps, 4 and 10 lead changes, 8 drivers were out in front here today in Texas. Jay Jefferson led the second most laps of the race, 10 of them. He started 32nd, but he gets the victory lane for the second straight season here at Texas. Luke Rainey from the pole position was so close yet so far. He ends up in second. A good point save for that 2 driver, though. Max Rossi gets third. Eli Bright led the most laps at 13. He ends up in fourth, and he closes in on the points. He's now second in points, and Anthony Hernandez rounds out the top 5. So good day for those 200 drivers. Roman Fenway gets 6th, though he keeps the points in, obviously. Griffin Lynn from last starting position gets up to 7th at the end. 8th place for Riley Sampson, 9th Tyler Fink, and Freddie Soto rounds out the top 10. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. gets 11th, TJ Henley 12th, Trey Brittany 13th, Levi Jones 14th, Jonathan Beeford 15th. Kashawn Richardson gets 16th, Scott Gregory 17th, 18th Nathan Green, William Bowen 19th, and Michael Gregory the 33 rounds out the top 20. 21st place to Evan Hunter, 22nd Sebastian Kukulon, Jonathan Rains in 23rd. He led 7 laps early on, but didn't really hear from him after the pit stops. Anthony Fox 24th, Steve Morgan 25th. Carter Friesen gets 26th. 27th for Jake Galloway. John Smith can only get back up to finish in the 28th position after being under the first yellow, then falling to last under pit cycles. Riley Sprode, who came in second in points, but 2 back-to-back bad days, move him down in points, a 29th place for him. Casey Nanico 30th. 31st, Brandon Beal. Jeff Bright 32nd. 33rd, Anthony Charlebois. Zachary DeLello 34th, and 35th for Code Luigi. Cars one lap down, and maybe these three are the most heartbreaking. Jake Richardson ran top 5, top 10 all day long. He gets 36th after paying at the white flag. Derek Hamill's top 10. He had to pit. Brett Sears running second at the time when he had to pit, 38th. Then Campana, Yepes, Minnick, Burl, all also laps down. No cars DNF'd here today. Let's now go see the point standings. Here are the points after the Amazon 400 at Texas. Roman Fenway is still on top in the points with another top 10 day, but it's Eli Brent, the 24, now up to second. Eli going to try and get to that 43. It's 129 points back, though. Max Rossi, a good day, moves on to third. Jay Jefferson, the win, up to fourth, and Anthony Fox is fifth. Riley Sprute up all the way down to sixth. He was leading just 2 races ago in points. Now he's down to sixth. Freddie Soto is seventh. Jonathan Rains, eighth. John Smith in ninth, and Jeff Bright rounds up the top 10 in car number 5. TJ Henley is currently 11th, because Sean Richardson in 12th, Tyler Fink 13th, Leon Campana 14th, 15th, Anton and Charlebois. William Bullen is 16th, 17th, Evan Hunter, Luke Rainey 18th, Griffin Lynn 19th, and Sebastian Kukulon rounds up the top 20. Right now, our 2 wildcard spots belong to William Bullen with his 2 victories, and Leon Campana with his 1 victory, currently 16th and 14th in points, respectively. Jeff Bright's just on the verge of being inside the top 10 with his win, currently 24 points up, so if he falls out, he would take up a wildcard spot, assuming he stays at Leon Campana in the point standings. Zachary DeLello, Trey Rainey, Brandon Beal, his win down in 23rd. Jonathan Beeford and Michael Gregory. 26th, Nathan Green has a win. 27th, Jake Richardson. 28th, Zachary Fitzgerald Sr. Riley Sampson has a win at 29th in points, and Carter Friesen is 30th. Anthony is up to 31st, Bron Smank 32nd, Cole Luigi 33rd, Jake Galloway 34th. Both those drivers have victories, but they need to be top 20 in points to use them in terms of the wild card. Scott Gregory, Marshall Burrow, Steve Morgan, Levi Shones, Derek Campbell, Casey Nanico, and rounding out the field in points, Diego Yepes and the 99 of Brett Sierra. So a crazy race at Texas, and we're going to stay in the state of Texas. For the first ever time, the Gatorade Cup Series will go racing in College Station, Texas at the Texas World Super Speedway. The Penzola 500 is going to be crazy pack racing there. We'll see how it goes. I'll see you guys then.